What's going on, guys? It's JZ. Welcome to my channel. So today in this video I will be talking about harmful effects, gems, and why they are so good in PvP right now, and apparently why players are shifting to this mechanic. First off, let me share the combination that you would be facing most of the time in Battleground these days. The first one is, where is it? Where is it? It's Grace of Fraudulent. Here you can see, you would see that players are actually using Grace of Fraudulence two pieces, or four you would say. One is for the continual damage challenge and persistent ground damage increase by 15%, and each time you hit damage an individual enemy 5 times, you will do 17,000 additional damage, and you will see a beam hitting you from distance because of damage over time effect. And if you guys don't know what damage over time effect is or how we can get that, then let me just quickly share something with you guys here. So the first damage over time of gem is Everlasting Torment. This is by far a really strong gem. You can use this is going to trigger the bleed effect on a crit hit, which is going to last for 6 seconds, and it will bring Grace of Fraudulent in action. That's first. Then the second gem you would notice inside Battleground, players are actually combining how the Everlasting Torment with is Viper Bite, because it is actually going to get triggered instantly. It does not need any crit hit damage or anything else. All you have to do is land a simple basic attack and Viper Bite is just going to trigger. And this is also a harmful effect, so it will speed up the trigger from Grace of Fraudulent, and it is going to hit you even faster. And not only that, players are actually also combining that with Pain Claps, which is going to increase the damage dealt by 24% on rank 10 to enemies suffering from a continual damage effect, which is harmful effect. So this is the combination. And lastly, where is it? Hold on. There is Seeping Bile back in action these days. Your attacks have chance to poison enemies, inflicting damage to enemies. So the more you upgrade, the more damage you can deal. So you would notice this happening too, and both Everlasting Torment and Viper Bite is going to help to get the 4% chance of Seeping Bile, which is going to come in action too. And this is how players are inflicting so much damage from distance, and I will tell you why they are doing it. But also you would notice one more things that players are actually doing these days. A set items which was not really famous, but somehow it has came into action, which is increase the duration of your harmful effects by 30%. That's right. And not only that, increase damage from all your sources by 20% to enemies suffering under your total loss of control. If you have a total loss of control, that's nice, but you can actually use two pieces of Feasting Baron inside the battlegrounds and trigger all the harmful effect. And now let me tell you why people are actually doing that. So we all know that Battleground is pretty much really bad in its current state, and I will get into this post too in a moment. But since Battleground is really bad in current state, and most of the time we are fighting a really strong players, meaning stronger than us in terms of resonance, so this is a way people have come up with in which they can play safe from a distance while inflicting harmful effect, working on their potency and getting more survival ability, and I can tell you this is working. And not only normal players are actually adapting this, but reals are now also shifting back to a harmful effect. Part of the reason is that the market is quite dead at the moment. Let me just tell you, show it to you. Going into citrine, you can see the quantity here is 67, tourmaline is 440, 500, topaz is 79, aquamarine and sapphire are 100, but citrine with the 100 price with such a small quantity is selling out for 100, and this is why players are stacking up their citrine a lot so they can deal harmful effects. And now, oh, okay, I did not turn this off, but anyways, citrine is 100 in my market. My apology, I didn't notice that. I didn't turn this screen off, but anyways, looking into this post now, damage over time damage in PvP is too much. Too many times in BG I am hit with dot, run off to bandage. Either with dot is so much that I'm still a 1/4 health and need to wait for my bandage to recharge, or a 4-piece grenade kicks in and interrupt my bandage. Sometimes the damage is so high I die while bandaging. That is because of the 3 combination of gems with pain claps, or it's just a whale who just hit you. But I can tell you, we no longer need a whale to do that. A really good combination can actually kill a player from far from a distance. It is such a strong tactic that it is flooding BG on my server cluster. Every match is the same damage over time fast that you can't do anything about is boring and disheartening. Perhaps bandage could remove all the debuff and dot. I don't know. Then it would take away all the effort that player would actually went into. But here, this is what I had in mind. The person who already actually mentioned, use power in command gem. When it removes negative effects from you, it removes all, and I feel like it procs almost always when changes. Yes, it does switch every time when the buffs changes, and it nullifies all the negative effects. So one thing we should know by now, that there is always going to be a way coming into battleground which will create a imbalance. Even let's say players, the Blizzard actually remove all the higher resonance players from our bracket, and we're just getting players with our own resonance size, but there are still going to be players who will be playing in a way that they can get more advantage over others, and that is how the way of the battleground, unless it is a alley of blood or normalized battleground. Alley of blood is really fun because all these things does not come in action, so it lasts longer. It is a different kind of gameplay. It's a really fun one, but whenever you go inside the battleground, there is always going to be some sort of player who is using a different tactic to gain advantage, whether he's a real free to play or mid spender. Most of the time I have noticing that it's the mid spender player now who is getting into finding more ways to, find his spot in this PvP content of Diablo Immortal. But yeah, I just wanted to bring out this combination to you guys. So if you're going to have, also if you're having a bad luck, maybe give it a try and see how it goes for you. And if I miss something, do let me know and add it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.